Who ever told you that you were a piece of crap? I know I told myself many years ago, after all the stuff I did wrong in my life as a child. But that was a crazy identity I took on. And then I went into the church and they told me I was a sinner and I was nothing without Jesus. That was years ago. You see what that does? It drives you and drives you, don't get me wrong here, to be a better person. In my show, which I watch all the time, Ted Lasso, one of the characters on there at the very end in season 3 has said, how can I, ask Ted and all the group of guys, how can I be a better person? And one of the guys stepped up and said this: first of all, you need to accept who you are right now. And number 2, you need to learn to love yourself just the way you are. You can see that negative stuff will pull you away from having that so-called better life. But can I tell you, you don't need a better life. If you're an addict today, just accept it. Sounds crazy, right? But it works. Let's rethink this a little bit. Remember when we had video games, we played video games? Maybe many of you do now have video games. You have your 1.0 video game, the first game that comes out. And then later, the 2.0 comes out. Now, is to say that the 2.0 is better is probably the wrong thing. It's advanced is a better word to say. So what I'm trying to do is make you rethink on you wanting to fix yourself all the time, wanting to be that better person all the time, wanting to, can we say, just not fix something all the time, because you're not broken. The church says you're broken. The church says you're a sinner. But guess what? You were made according to the same book and God's image. And then when Adam and Eve messed up, supposedly in the garden, the first thing they did was ran and hide, right? And then he asked him, he goes, well, why'd you put those fig leaves on? Shame. Well, who said? Because we were naked, we were shameful, we were open. And the thing is, God asked him this question and said, who said you were naked? Who said you're shameful? Who said you're broken? Think about it. Who in your life has said you're broken and need fixing? No. I think you just need to advance in life. I believe there's a path you're taking in your life. And on that path, we'll call it maturity, which does not mean you're broken. It just means you're growing. So quit calling yourself a broken person. Quit calling yourself a sinner. Quit calling yourself an addict. That addiction, that mistake you made, was part of your journey. Accept it. Accept it. Because when you do and you stop fighting against it, it goes away. It just goes away. Crazy, right? But that's the way it works. If you watch one of my other videos, when they put the 10 Commandments in that Bible, and they said, thou shalt not. When they do that, I remember this pastor telling me a story about these little kids in his backyard playing, and he opened the window. It was his son and daughter and a few other kids in the neighborhood. Opened up the window and said, do not spit on these flowers, and shut the window. And guess what happened? 4 out of 6 of those kids spit on those flowers. Crazy, right? Stop calling yourself broken. Stop calling yourself a sinner or a piece of crap or whatever negative bullshit you say about yourself. Stop it. Right now, as of this day, comment below and tell me what you're stopping to call yourself. What do you call yourself? Tell me now. Subscribe. I will help you get rid of all that negative talking. I'm reading books. I'm going to do following along books. You deserve my best book so far I've got picked up by Jordan Tarver is You Deserve That Shit. That's what it's called. You deserve that shit. And I'm going to start reading it. I'm going to do chapter by chapter, bringing my own inspiration to it, and we're going to grow together. But today, right now, stop calling yourself the negative stuff you're calling yourself. You will stay there. Look in your mirror right now. Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. And tell yourself, I love you. And use your name. Mine is, I love you, Dale. First time I did that, blew me out of the water. Cried my eyes out. Because your heart, remember another video I just made out in my front yard, says that your mouth says one thing, but your heart believes another. You can say it all you want, but it'll break your heart because your heart doesn't believe it. You just got to keep saying it. Keep loving you. Keep loving you. Keep loving you. And your life will dramatically change. I promise. Scout's honor. What? Scout's honor. So today, learn to love you. And I hope you can love you as much as I love you. Have a great day.